What's up, everybody? My name is Landon Norris. I play the character of Raheem.
Okay.
Good person in this play. Really represents a lot of black men in America, a lot of men actually in America who actually come from lower class places and end up actually being the person to actually make it out. You know, that one guy in the crew that actually has a family, that's made it out to be a good job, to have a good job. And then a lot of times life hits you and it weighs on your shoulders. So you end up taking a step back and you think the only thing that you can do is to go back to what you knew, which is the streets, which is never the place to be.
So, is your character a parent in the show?
Actually, I am. Yes, I am a parent. I'm a husband. I am I'm one of the people that actually end up selling drugs and end up getting caught.
Okay.
So it's the realism of the whole situation that happens that turns it around and it makes it interesting for everybody.
Okay. So, what are some things about parenting do you think your character gets to highlight?
People don't really understand the time that you give up when you do some of these things that happens in life, what you miss out on being a parent.
Okay.
I'm a father. I have 3 girls. 2 of my girls are here right now trying to stay positive and try to help me through a lot of this, but not really realizing that I would miss out on 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 years of their life, them growing up, their experiences, being there to lean on me when, you know, life takes a turn or goes down a path that I've already been on to tell them that's not the way. A lot of people don't realize you give up 10 years or 20 years. Just imagine if it's 10 years. That was down in 2013. Imagine how far life has gone since then. So as a parent, you realize to take a step back and kind of think of those things and think of the actions that you have totally that you do and how it affects your seed.
So, what are some of the effects on, I guess, families do you think that your character gets to highlight to the audience in terms of how you explained how making those decisions kind of disconnects you from your family and your children? What are some of the effects of the children do you think that your character gets to highlight?
As men in a family and as a man in my family, I couldn't imagine how removing my branch from my family would affect it.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest first cousin from my mother on both sides. Actually, I got beat out on one side. But I'm more of the cousin that is supportive of everybody. I'm the one that everybody looks to. I know a majority of everybody, so if you need something, you come to me. So imagine if I'm not there, what they lean on. In the times with my older sisters, they, you know, at one point in time, they didn't know how to work iPhones, and I had to show them how to work iPhones. Or just being realistic with my younger nieces who are just now coming into adulthood. They don't want to go to the older generation and try to talk to them. They'll call Uncle Landon to try to get a realization of what should they do in the path that they're going on in life. But as a parent, like I say, removing yourself due to a short-term situation or making a slight judgment of doing something like that to remove yourself, it affects everybody. It affects marriages, it affects full families. You put the onus on a lot of women. A lot of women become hard because, again, they're facing the world by themselves with, you know, with seeds that you planted to grow. And it's a lot in order to do that. It's a lot to be a parent.
I guess I'll say, what are some things about parenting do you think children get to learn from your character in the play?
Children get to understand that, you know, even adults make mistakes, but it is the path back to righteousness, the path to try to make everything right. Knowing the feelings that you have and the reason that you got there. When you get a chance to sit down and you have to sit between those 4 walls and somebody else is telling you when to wake up, when to eat, and when to go to sleep, you have to kind of realize that you put yourself there and you have to make amends for all of those things. So like my character, when I get out, I reconcile with my wife. Some of the things that I have, some strife and some problems that I have with other members in my family, I have to make that right because, again, I've already missed out on so much time, and really you lose days, you lose times, and you really don't realize how much you're going to lose if you make a slight decision like that. Okay. It's better to try to stay on this side of the tracks that you grew out of than to go back.
Okay. All right, man. I appreciate you. That's all the questions I have for you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking your time out. And like I said, we're up and coming. So make sure you get your tickets. I'll see you on March 25th at the Orpheum Theater.
They call me Rabbit. Yeah, I'm the old head of the play, so to speak. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your background.
Being Rabbit. Thing is, yeah, everybody keep hollering about being the gangster, right? I mean, that goes without saying because that's the life I live. However, it's a lot deeper than that. I've been around the world, military, all things like that, so I've had opportunity to view different things. But even when I viewed these things, I realized that, hey man, ain't nothing like home. And I made a few mistakes. The name of the play is called Black Men Missing. I've made a few mistakes. I had to get put away for a little while, but here I am. I'm back, and now we're gonna build and we're gonna grow.
So what do you think connected you to your character the most?
Now, as far as me, I'm Jody, and yeah, the character's name is Rabbit. We have a lot in common. You know, being the older gentleman of the play, also with the actors and everything. I am one of the oldest ones, and then with this background, because he's had hard times, he's been to jail, he's done this, he's done that, and I can relate.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get in, but I can relate. Yeah, we have a lot in common, but at the same time, I'm gonna bring a little twist to it because this is Black Men Missing 2, and I'm playing Rabbit this year. First time I wasn't Rabbit, so you'll see a little bit different, but at the same time, I think you'll enjoy it.
Cool. So, what's one misconception about the lifestyle that Rabbit is portraying in the play? Do you think will be highlighted to the audience?
A lot of people feel that gangsters, thugs, however you want to say it, right? Not that intelligent, not too bright. Don't learn from mistakes. Make the same mistake over and over. I'm here to tell you that ain't true. The mistakes you make, yeah, but that's what it is, a mistake. It's a habit when you make the mistake over and over. So if you learn from it, then it's a teaching lesson. And being one of the older ones, I'm able to teach those that not even if they've been to jail, if they're out on the street, I can still teach them and show them better because I'm out. And so since I'm on the street, I'm trying to keep all the black men from going there.
What's one of the strongest personality or character traits of Rabbit?
You say what now?
What's one of the strongest personality or character traits that Rabbit has in the play?
Strongest personality or character traits. A lot comes with being the oldest. When you're the oldest, you know, if you were growing up, and like I'm the oldest of my family.
Yeah.
So I still relate with that too. But growing up, things that happen, you gotta take the brunt of that load. You gotta have strong shoulders. And Rabbit has strong shoulders. I have strong shoulders, and it'll show.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. That's all the questions I have for you today.
Yeah.
My name is Dino Haynes, and I'm playing elderly jail inmate, and I'm also singing Marvin Gaye, one of Marvin Gaye's great hits, What's Going On.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the background of your character.
Well, the background that I'm playing, the character that I'm playing, an elderly inmate, is exactly what it's saying is an elderly guy that's incarcerated. And also the part that Marvin Gaye is hit record, What's Going On, I'm singing that, which is very inspiring to me and important because I grew up during that era when that song came out, and it spoke volumes to us as black men, as black people in that day, you know, to think about what's going on in our society. And back then, when I first heard it, I was growing up around guys that were pimps, players, you know, the negative aspect in the black community. I didn't understand what the song was really speaking about, but it was really speaking about giving us to think about what's going on in our community. And it's speaking volumes even 50 years later, young black men, how they're killing one another, destroying our lives. It's very important to me, you know, that song. When I hear it, you know, hey.
And do you see some of those same things that were going on in that time period when it came out?
Some of those same things and even worse, even worse. And I want to, you know, when I sing that song, I feel a passion to want to get the young people back on the track of, you know, thinking positive, man. What are you doing with your life? When I was coming up back then, you know, in the 60s, most of the college, that were college age people, they were thinking about education and, you know, uplifting to do better than their parents did. And now, the young people now seem like to me doing worse than their grandparents were doing. So, hey, this song, hey man, the play speaks volumes to that. Black men missing in the community, the black men missing in the church, black men missing in the home. Black men, just black men missing.
What are some things that do you think the play is trying to highlight that TV shows and movies don't necessarily pay attention to in the community?
Well, highlights a whole lot that the television doesn't highlight. Some movies, Tyler Perry maybe, but you never see this on television. You never see this on television where they are talking about the redemption of the black man. Like one of my playwrights that's in the play, he highlighted on the redemption of black men coming back after making mistakes in the community and coming back. My hat's off to Larry Nuetall for writing this production. Speaking like this, I've never seen a play written the way he's written it, where it's comical, it'll make you laugh, it will make you cry, it will make you think. It's outstanding.
Were you a part of the first play?
No, I wasn't. I was asked to be on by my sister-in-law. She's in the play playing a character, Mabel. And they wanted a singer, which I don't sing like I used to. I used to sing back in the day. But my voice is not like it was. But when Larry Nuetall, the director, heard it, he said my voice was exactly what he was looking for. It's funny, how God will bring things, because I had hung my head up for singing. I sing a little bit in church now, but I don't perform like that anymore like I used to. She's a mother in the play.
Okay. I didn't know she was your
nosy mother.
Okay.
All in her daughter's business.
Yeah, I didn't know she was your sister-in-law, but yeah, she told me a lot. She told me a little bit about Mabel. She told me a little bit about
Yes,
Mabel.
well, that's the character she played, and that's how I got to be a part of it.
Okay.
Which I'm grateful now that I did accept the opportunity. Glad that they asked me to be a part of this because it's great.
What intrigued you or what interested you most about the character that you're playing?
I guess the song, What's Going On, intrigued me the most.
Is there any characteristics or?
Yes, because I was once that black man missed. I once was that black man missed, even though I've been married and was a father. I wasn't a great husband. I wasn't a great father. But thanks be to God that brought that about in my life where he changed my life. And now I am a good husband. I am a good father.
Okay.
And a grandfather also. I add that.
All right, man. I appreciate you. That's all the questions I have for you today.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
And thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to share this. And you keep doing this and putting out great information.
All right. Thank you so much.